vulnerability shows up a lot with me in that you can have a conversation with me and you can feel my feelings
Yeah.
oftentimes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very connected to my feelings. I'm very in my feelings, and I emote. You know, if I'm happy, I'm all over the map, and my arms are waving and my voice goes up high and I get excited. And then there's moments. I mean, I'm a podcaster myself. I had an episode that I recorded with a guest a couple of weeks ago where towards the end of the recording, he said something that struck me so deeply that I couldn't speak for a moment or two, and I cried on my own podcast
Mm-hmm.
and was completely comfortable with that. I didn't edit that out.
Right. I have done that as well.
Yeah.
Talking to people, I've talked to people who are dying
Yes.
or
I,
have
and
lost somebody close, and it's sometimes breaks your heart.
yes, it does. So I think that perhaps vulnerability looks different for different people.
Yeah.
For me, it's very wrapped around my emotions and
Mm-hmm.
really like putting myself out there. But for another, it could look very different than that, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Right. I'm glad I'm this person. I'm glad that I have no trouble sharing what I'm feeling because I have family and friends I know who do not enjoy that. And it's just nice to be able to. I'm glad it's not a struggle.
Isn't it wonderful to say, I love that I get to be me?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah. That is nice.
I'm completely with you. Are you familiar with the term highly sensitive person?
Mm-hmm.
I discovered about 5 years ago that I'm an HSP, and a therapist had recommended a book, and it was like light bulbs just going off everywhere. It was like, oh my gosh, I finally make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I could just read myself in the pages, and it connected dots for me in a way. And I was able to embrace that part of myself. All of my life, people have told me, you're too sensitive. You need to grow thicker skin. No,
Right.
I don't. I'm just right on the sensitivity scale. I can own that.
That does bring that brings tears to my eyes. That's so beautiful. Exactly. You're perfect. You're
I
perfectly
believe we were
sensitive.
made the way we are for a very specific reason.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm no longer willing to second guess God.
That's what I say. He didn't make a mistake.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure I'm exactly who I'm supposed to be. And with all the things I've done wrong and all the things I do right, it's just right. It's just right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We're
What?
going through the experiences that we came here to do, and sometimes we're doing it gracefully, and sometimes we're falling or failing forward.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, this has just been such a beautiful conversation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I've really enjoyed this.
Me too.
I listened to your podcast, some episodes probably 6 months ago. That's when I reached out to you, and there was just something about the way you lead the conversation, and I was just very drawn in. And I thought, golly, if she would accept me, I would love to be a guest on her podcast. It just was it had a very warm and wonderful and loving feeling to it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.